What if Knight 310 here, back with another video. This is part 1 of What If Naruto Used the Bow. And yeah, What If Naruto Had the Millennium Eye will be coming out tomorrow. Also go subscribe to Anime Alternate, he does Naruto What Ifs, and Dumbass What If Guy, he does My Hero. Okay, this What If will start in the Hidden Leaf Village. Naruto is 5. It's his 5th birthday. He hears a knock at their door. He goes and opens the door, and he finds a weird bow with a note. The bow is titled to Naruto from an old friend. This is a special bow. It cannot be destroyed, and when you pull the string back, an arrow will appear. The bow will automatically fit you, Naruto. It is also important you get as strong as you can. Hearing this, Naruto decides to try out the bow. A few days pass and he runs out of money. So he decides to go hunting to get food. Using his bow, he's able to kill a deer. He really enjoys hunting. But he also knows that bow isn't a typical weapon for shinobi, especially of Konoha. So he figures he'll become the strongest shinobi in the leaf that's ever used the bow. So he starts working on that. He goes to the library and finds a few scrolls. These scrolls are about sensory ninja and speed. He figures if he's fast enough to avoid the opponents and shoot them with arrows, he can basically win any fight. And he needs to be able to sense to find out where everyone is. Anyway, he asks the third Hokage for a bit more money. He buys a target, sets it up in the woods, and after a few months, he's able to get 3 bullseyes consecutively every time he shoots. He also, one day he goes to this area, like a waterfall, to train. While there, he decides he should try and learn a bit more about the human body, so he knows where to shoot and stuff like that. So if he's ever just sparring someone or something, he doesn't kill them. And he knows how to immobilize people. At the academy, Naruto can't really use the bow. I mean, he does always have it with him, but he can't really use it in like sparring or anything, because it's not considered a traditional weapon of the shinobi. The thing with Mizuki still happens. Mizuki tricks Naruto into stealing the scroll, and when Naruto does, he starts to fight Mizuki. Naruto launching a few arrows at Mizuki. Mizuki is able to dodge them quite easily. Naruto performs the Shadow Clone Jutsu, making 2 copies of himself. These copies run around, scatter in the woods, hiding, and launch arrows at Mizuki. 3 at a time, catching Mizuki off guard, and meaning he gets shot in 3 different places, not killing him, but immobilizing him. Aruka, seeing this, tells Naruto good job and passes him. Now, hold on. Anyway, after Naruto defeats Mizuki and gets graduated, he's excited. The interaction with Konohamaru is similar, except Naruto doesn't really know any jutsu, and he doesn't invent the sexy jutsu. But he does help Konohamaru learn how to be a bit of a censor. So a few days later that day, Naruto's going home. So when he's going home, he ends up getting attacked by 3 shinobi from the leaf. Once this happens, he starts to remember something. he starts to remember how when he was younger, his classmate in the academy, Hinata Hyuga, was kidnapped, and he found her. Yeah. He quickly dispatches at the enemy, of the Leaf Shinobi. They're just tuning level, and while he's able to beat Mizuki, he should be able to beat 3 tuning. Anyway, he starts thinking about how when he first got the bow and saved Hinata. At first, his accuracy wasn't good. So when he ran into Hinata being kidnapped, he launched an arrow right at the enemy shinobi from the hidden cloud. The hidden cloud ninja dodged without much effort. Naruto launched 3 more arrows, and they were also dodged. Naruto then was hit with a kunai in the shoulder. Seeing this, Naruto's vision went red. Naruto then pulled an arrow back, and when he released it, the arrow was covered in this red orangish chakra, and right when he released it, the arrow was gone. It's as if the arrow moved faster than the eye could see. Then Naruto passed out. The enemy shinobi who was kidnapping Hinata was dead. A few minutes later, the leader of the Hyuga clan, Hiyashi, came and saw what happened. He was impressed with Naruto, but he was still worried that the Nine Tails is probably the only reason he could beat this tuning level shinobi, which he's not wrong. Well, it wasn't. Anyway, after a while, Naruto woke up and was at the hospital. The doctor working on him was a Hyuga. Naruto asked how he got there, and the Hyuga explained how Hiyashi found him and, as thanks, brought him here. Naruto thanked the nurse and got up to leave, but before he could get too far, the door opened. From the person who opened the door were 2 people, well, 3 actually. Hiyashi Hyuga, Hinata, and the 3rd Hokage. Hiyashi and the 3rd wanted to know what happened, and Hinata more or less just wanted to check on the person who saved her life. So Naruto explained what happened, and hearing this, Hiyashi is impressed, but he also realizes that Naruto did use the Kyuubi's chakra. Hiruzen also decided that when Naruto became Genin, he would have something for Naruto. A special kind of scroll. It's basically how Asuma infuses chakra into his weapons. So back to the real time, Naruto arrives at his house to see the door is unlocked. When he goes in, he sees the 3rd Hokage sitting on his couch. Naruto asks him why he's here. Hiruzen explains that he has a scroll for Naruto and a piece of paper. This piece of paper is blank, small. Naruto asks what it's for. Hiruzen explains that he needs Naruto to push chakra into it. Naruto does, and he finds out he has 3 chakra natures: lightning, wind, and fire. Hiruzen is impressed that a kid fresh out of the academy has 3 chakra natures, which is incredibly rare. And wind is one of the most rare natures in the Leaf Village. He then throws the scroll to Naruto and explains that by infusing chakra into the arrows, he can make them go faster, paralyze, or burn. Hearing this, Naruto decides he will learn how to do this, to make him a better archer and stuff like this. Uh, we also gotta cover up. So Hiruzen leaves, and Naruto, after this, uh, goes hunting. Uh, he kills another deer, brings it back to his house, and cooks it. In this one, Naruto learned how to cook so he could properly cook the food. I'd say he's probably like a professional cook. I can't remember what they're called, but I know in Shippuden there are shinobis who go with him and cook. He could be classified as that, but he's not. He's a regular shinobi, he's just very good at cooking. So yeah, that'll come and play in the next episode. I know this one was short. Most of it was filler, to be honest with you. I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry again for being so short, and see you all next time.